Welcome back. President Obama continued his record pace of regulations in 2014, signing more than 75,000 pages worth of them. So, what else can we expect for 2015? Let's ask Republican strategist Lisa Boothe. Lisa, Happy New Year. Welcome to Fox & Friends.
Hi, Peter. Happy New Year to you.
So we got this full screen of the top regulations, new rules on coal ash disposal, limits on ozone gas by businesses, and restrictions on future power plants. Now, I know most people who are watching this show are not thinking of starting up a neighborhood power plant, but so how are these regulations going to impact you and me?
Right. Well, it's incredibly impactful. And here's the thing to remember. It's not just the sheer amount of regulations that's problematic. It's the costliness. And President Obama has issued 50 times more costly regulations than President George W. Bush did during his entire presidency. Just this year alone, he's issued or finalized over $200 billion in federal regulations. But here's why we should care. Because it's costing Americans jobs and it's preventing economic opportunity. Let's look at the energy industry, for example. We've seen a 50% increase in the domestic oil supply of this country since 2008. But that's not happening because of President Obama. It's happening in spite of him. It's happening because of hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling on state and private lands. And President Obama has done everything he can to stand in the way of that economic opportunity by roping off federal lands and placing new regulations on hydraulic fracturing.
And I know, so energy and the environment are the two big things that generate a lot of these new regulations. The biggest combination of those, Keystone Pipeline, the new Republican Senate is going to take that up in committee a week from today. Do these regulations have any ability, or will they derail the progress of the Keystone Pipeline?
Potentially, but let's hope not, because what we know about the Keystone Pipeline is that it's a job creator and it's got strong bipartisan support. And here's my biggest frustration with this president, especially in relation to energy. We know that the energy industry can create jobs. We've seen it with this increase in the domestic supply of oil. So why is he standing in the way of economic opportunity? Why is he standing in the way of the Keystone Pipeline? So what my hope is that we can get strong bipartisan support for the Keystone Pipeline, and we can start moving this economy forward and start creating jobs for Americans.
Lisa, this year, the economy finished kind of on a high note. A lot of people are starting 2015 with a little bit of extra pad in their 401ks. But with this pace, 75,000 pages a year of regulations, can we keep that up?
We can't. I mean, it costs. We spend $2 trillion a year on these federal regulations, and there's no end in sight. President Obama just struck a deal with China on climate change, and that carbon rule is going to cost Americans, tens or hundreds of thousands of jobs. And
Lisa, last question. Is there one regulation that you like?
No.
All right.
I can't think of any. Sorry.
All right. Well, thank you, Lisa Boothe.